Hello everyone, I'm Jesse Villamore and this is our report entitled The Evolution of Fish. So here we will talk about the evolution of fish. And this is interesting story because we are derived by fish and this topic are all about fish evolution. And when we say evolution is a foundation upon which all other biological science are built, so it's really important to understand how the fish evolved in that way. And of course, when we heard the word fish, this referring to all vertebrates aquatic animal belong to a group of lobe-finned fish. So in this lesson, we're going to sort of travel back in time where initial phase when vertebrates were first evolved. And then we're gonna sort of step through time until we come to a modern group, which and continue to evolve as a all group that are existent and fit in the fish world. And the first fish are from the jellyfish, which the jellyfish are mostly extinct. So the animal that we are talking are no longer present, but let's go back to the time of geological and the world of ancient time. So this is the history of Earth, geological time scale, and this is the different part of the last extinction. Even in right now or the present, we're actually part of Cenozoic. And Cenozoic is all the time since the last major extinction, which was the Kitty, which were most dinosaurs go extinct around 66 to 65 million years ago. And these are also have a modern fish, and when we step back, this will take us to 65 to 250 million years ago. This lead us to Mesozoic era, which called the age of dinosaur or reptiles. And here, what's seen here is very more unusual. And if we travel back even further, about 250 to 540 million years ago, we end up in what we call the Paleozoic and Paleozoic era, and we start to Cambrian, which the first animal appear, but everything in the world is probably a single cell or a thousand, and here in Cambrian explosion this get a really complex organism including our own group, which is the vertebrae will appear within the Cambrian. And the last era are the Precambrian, and this has no fish. It's either all here are all bacteria, because the earth are so hot that there's nothing live on. It's just a molten surface. And the first organism appeared during 2,125 million years ago, which is the prokaryote. And next, cyanobacteria, 1925 million years ago. Eukaryote, 100 million years ago. And choanoflagellates, which is during to 800 million years ago. And platyhelminths, or the flatworms. And next is the Paikia, appeared during 540 million years ago. And here I will show you an example of the first primitive chordate that lived during 500 million years ago, or the Cambrian period. And this is the Paikia. This is Paikia swim side by side, and this also look like a lip shape. And this creature called the Paikia because this is discovered by in Paikia Gratian and Paikia Peak in British. So this Paikia also extinct around Cambrian explosion. Extinct around Cambrian explosion. So the next here in our example is Hycochitis. This is the one of the earliest fishes, and this is present day in as hagfish and lampreys as a modern fish. This identified in 1999. This fish this defined skull and this fish also extinct during the Cambrian explosion. These hycotis lived during 518 million years ago. So our next group of the earliest fishes are called the conodons. Conodons are the extinct group of agnathan or the jawless fishes. These agnathan are vertebrates resembling as eels. And these conodons are also lived during that 300 million years ago and only known for their different tooth. As you can see here, there's there are small to 200 millimeters to 3 meters. I saw. And the word Greek, the word conodons are from the word Greek, which means conons or cones, and odons, which means tooth. So our next group are from the ostracoderms, and my example is the cephalaspis. But before we start, ostracoderms are the armored jawless fish. This from the word Greek kephale, which means head, and aspis as shield. They had covered with a bony shield, and this is lived during the early Devonian period. They also called the shelled skin. So our next group are from the placoderms. Placoderms are lack teeth but possess dermal bones associated with the jaws known as genital bones. As you can see here, I have two examples, which is the Dunkleosteus and Botryopes. Placoderms is a prehistoric armored fish, and they live from the Silurian to the end of the Devonian period. As you can see here, the Dunkleosteus is so much bony in their head, and they are extinct existed during the late Devonian period around 382 to 358 million years ago. And this fish is one of the apex predators. And here, my second is the Botryopes. As you can see here, it's a very different from Dunkleosteus, and Botryopes is look like in the eating eye a microscopic plankton. And placoderms class are live both freshwater and marine environment, and also the coastal environment. So the next major group are from the spiny shark. This will reported by Carl Arago.
Hello everyone, my name is Carcus John D. Arago. So today I will report the spiny shark. Spiny shark or class Acondi are extinct fishes that share features with both bony and cartilaginous fishes. The spiny shark classified as Acondi because they generally shark-shaped with a streamlined body, paired fins, and strongly upturned tail. Stout bony spine supported all the fins except the tail. And the spiny shark are extinct fishes. For the word extinct, no longer in existence. Pero, nag-extinct Spanish siya today but not as the same name as spiny shark. Tinatawag na siya ngayong catfish. They evolved in the sea at the beginning of Silurian period and lasted into the Permian period. In form they resembled shark, but their epidermis was covered with tiny rhomboid plates, or like the scales of holostines or gar's bonefish. Cartilaginous fish. Cartilaginous fishes class chondrites consisting of sharks, rays, and chimaeras. The sharks, rays, and chimaeras are belong to chondrites because they are jaw vertebrate with skeleton made of cartilage instead of bone. They appeared about 395 million years ago in the middle of Devonian, evolving from acanthians. Bony fishes, class osteichthyes, are characterized by bony skeleton rather than cartilage. Bony fishes, classified as osteichthyes because osteichthyes are cold-blooded vertebrates that breathe through gills and use fins for swimming. Bony fish are characterized as bony skeleton rather than cartilage because bony fish get their name from their endoskeleton, which is made up of bone rather than cartilage. They appeared in the late Silurian about 419 million years ago. Recent discovery of Entolognathus strongly suggests that bony fishes evolved from early placoderms. Subclass of otoliths, the rain-finned fishes, have become the dominant group of fishes. Low-finned fish. The first low-finned fishes found in the uppermost Silurian closely resembled a spiny shark which became extinct at the end of the Paleozoic. So, the low-finned fish is resembled as a spiny shark because they are characterized by the prominent muscular bands within the fins. And in the early Middle Devonian, while the predatory placoderms dominated the seas, and some long-finned fishes came into freshwater habitats. Rain-finned fish. Rain-finned fishes are the dominant vertebrate group containing half of all known vertebrate species. They inhabit abyssal depths in the sea, coastal inlets, and freshwater rivers and lakes, and are a major source of food for humans. So why rain-finned fish a dominant group? Because rain-finned fish are the largest radiation of any vertebrate group. Pre-Devonian origin of fish. Cambrian. The beginning of the Cambrian was marked by the Cambrian explosion. The suddenly appearance of nearly all of the invertebrate animal like mollusks, jellyfish, worms, and arthropods such as a crustaceans in great abundance. The first vertebrates appeared in the form of primitive fish, which were subsequently greatly diversified in the Silurian and Devonian period. Picai is a genus that appeared about during the Cambrian explosion of multicellular life. It is traditionally considered as a transitional fossil between invertebrates and vertebrates and considered as stem group chordate. So, Picai was a primitive creature with no evidence of eyes, without a well-defined head, and less than 2 inches or 5 centimeters long. Picai was a sideways plaited, leaf-shaped animal that swam by throwing its body into a series of S-shaped zigzag curves, similarities to movement of snakes. Hycotites is a genus that also appears in the fossils record about 530 and marks the transition from invertebrate to vertebrates. So the Hycotites is a cornites or animals with backbones and distinct heads. Unlike Tupicae, they had eyes.
Mylocomenia is a genus that appeared about 530 MA. It is a chordate and it was been agreed that it's vertebrates. It is 28 mm long and 6 mm high, is among the oldest possible granite. So, yung Mylocomenia is natagpuan siya sa Yuan, China. Then, kabilang siya sa period ng Cambrian period, no. Ang age niya ay 542 to 488 million years. Then, yung size nga niya po is yung 28 mm high, ay 28 mm long and 6 mm high. So, the Mylocomenia fossil is evidence of the oldest fish. Ordovician period. Ordovician 485 to 443 MA. Fish the word first true vertebrates continued to evolve, and those with jaw may have first appeared late in this period life and yet to diverse on land. So yung Ordovician period is the second of the sixth period of Paleozoic era. Tumagal siya ng halos 41.3 million years. Then, sa panahon ng Ordovician period ay isang mayaman at iba-ibang uri ng marine life ang umunlad sa Bass Sea. At nagsimula ng mag-appear yung mga unang primitive plant sa ating mundo. Then, yung Ordovician period, pwede din siyang tawaging the first land plant. Arandapis are jawless fish that lives in early Ordovician period about 480 to 470 MA. It was about 15 centimeter or 6 inches long with a stream body covered in raw and nobly armored scutes. So yung Aranda fish ay natagpuan siya sa Australia in 1959. Then nag-appear siya noong 480 to 470 MA. So yung nga niya, nadya na nga yung kanyang sukat na 15 centimeter or 6 inches long. So yung para sila makalangoy, ang ginagamit nila ay buntot nila kasi kahit wala silang pin. So, tapos yung Aranda fish ay yung front and yung kanyang head ay protected by the hard plate with opening for the eyes, nostril, and gills. Astrapis or star shield is an extinct genus of primitive jawless fish related to other Ordovician fishes such as Sacambum, bass fish, and Aranda fish. Fossils show clear evidence of sensory structure lateral line. So yung Aranda fish, ang Astra fish is natagpuan siya sa Bolivia. Meron siyang habang 200 mm or 7.9 inch length. Tapos yung Astra fish ay the body had a mobile sac covered with small protective plate-like scale or less than 1 mm and a forebody covered with plate-like scale larger than 2 mm. Pteraspidomorphi or jawless fish is an extinct class of early jawless fish that fossils show extensive shielding of the head. Many have hypocentral tails. So yung Pteraspidomorphi is natagpuan siya noong sa northern Russia for 70 million years ago nang nakakalipas. Din siya, protected din yung head niya like Astra fish or tsaka yung Anaranda fish ng hard plate. Telodat or nipple teeth are a class of small, extinct jawless fishes with distinctive scale instead of large plate of armored. Telodots are united by their characteristic telodots. So, yun na nga po, yung telodots is united by tinatawag na nilang telodot scales. So, and then yung telodots nag-appear siya noong 458 to 359 MA. Tapos, natagpuan siya sa Serbia. Then those telodots are generally thought to represent a polyp group. Kasi yung meron siyang pinagmulan something ganon. Yung parang same origin yung kanyang kaya siya ginawang polypolyp. Then these scales where Chelidosphere appear that their small size and resilience make them the most common vertebrate fossil of their time. The first live-in fish live in both freshwater and marine environment, first appearing during the Ordovician and prehension during the Persian Pamanian extinction event of the late Devonian. They were predominantly deposit-feeding bottom dweller, although some species may have been pelagic. Silurian period 443 to 419 MA. Many evolutionary milestones occurred during this period, including the appearance of armored jawless fish, jawfish, Spanish shark, and ravenfish. So, yung Silurian period, pwede mo din tawagin as evolution and diversification of fish. So, ayun nga po, na ano siya ng 443.8 to 419.2 million years ago na. And was the third period in Paleozoic era. Then, during this time, continental land masses were low and sea level were rising. Anaspida, or without shield, is an extinct class of primitive jawless vertebrates that lived in during the Silurian and Devonian period. They are classically regarded as the ancestor of land prey. So, yung Anaspida po is Anaspida were small primitive primary marine agnatas that lack heavy bone shield and fair fins but highly exaggerate hypocercal tails. The first appear in the early Silurian and flourish until the late Devonian extinction, where most species saved for lampreys become extinct. Usually for Agnatha, Anaspida did not possess a bony shield or armor. The head is instead covered in array of the smaller minimally scale. Osteotraci or bone shield was a class of bony armored jawless fish that lives in from the middle Silurian to late Devonian. Anatomically speaking, the Osteotracan, especially the Devonian species, were among the most advanced of all known agnatas. So this Osteotraci is 430 million years ago siya nag-appear. Then, this is to development of fur fins, their complicated cranial anatomy. The Osteotracan were most similar to lamprey than to vertebrates in possessing two pair of semiculcular canals in the inner ear as opposed to the three pairs found in the inner ear and of jaw vertebrates. They were probably related, good swimmer, possessing dorsal fins, pectoral fins, and strong tail. Thank you.
Megamastax. Megamastax or Vigmouth is a genus lobe-finned fish which lived during late Silurian period. Mahigit 420 million years ago nang madiskubre ito. Before the discovery of Megamastax, it was thought that jaw vertebrate gatostomes. So yung gatostomes is yung mga vertebrates na may mga panga tulad ng isda, reptile, even at mga mammals. Ang Megamastas ay may sukat naman na umaabot sa 1 meter or 3 feet and 3 inches long. Ang panga naman nito ay may sukat na 30 cm, kaya naman ito ay naging kabilang sa vertebrate jaw or jaw vertebrates. So ang karaniwang kinakain pala nito ay brachiopods, molluscs at saka yung trilobites. Goyo 1 eros. The earliest known bony fish, it has combination of both ray fin and lobe fin features, although analysis of totally of its feature place it closer to lobe fin fish. So, ang Goyo 1 eros ay may pagkakahawig sa lobe fin fish. Nabuhay ito noong panahon ng late Silurian and early Devonian period. Around 419 million years na rin ang nakakalipas. Ang Goyuan Eros ay mayroong bony armor and fins. Ang fossil nito ay natagpuan sa Kojing, Yunnan, and China noong late Silurian period. May sukat naman itong 26 cm or 10 inches ang haba. Ang ulo nito ay bumubuo ng humigit kumulang 23% haba ng katawan nito. At ang katawan nito ay may streamline shape at meron din itong karakteristik ng placoderm or yung jaw stem gatostomes. Early Devonian 419 to 359 million years ago. That start of Devonian saw the first appearance of louvin fish, precursor the tetrapods, animals with 4 limbs. Major groups of fish evolved during this period, often referred to as Age of Fish. So, nung early Devonian ay may dalawang grupo na nabuhay. Yun ay yung jawless fish and placoderm at saka yung unang jawed fish or may pangang isda. Saurolophus Spix scale is a genus extinct louvin fish that lived during around 327 to 418 MA. Fossils of Saurolophus have been found mainly in South China and described by paleontologist Xiao Buyu in 1998. So, ang natagpuan daw ang fossils nito sa South China. Ang fossils nito ay naging napakahalaga dahil ito ay nire-represent bilang unang nakilalang jawed vertebrates. Ang Saurolophus naman ay may isang pares ng parasymphical tooth whorls at mga ngipin na umaabot sa harap ng ibabang panga. Ang ulo naman nito ay gawa sa dermal plate at natatakpan na malalim na fork marks and large pore. Isa pa sa mga karakteristik nito ay may isa siyang malaking pectoral spine sa harap na umaabot pabalik mula sa shoulder girdle at ang isang dorsal spine na matatagpuan sa harap naman ng median fin sa may likod ng ulo na nagbibigay sa isdang ito upang maging kamukha siya ng pating. So may pagkakahawig siya sa pating. Ay may isang pares ng parasymphical tooth whorls at mga ngipin na umaabot sa harap ng ibabang panga. Ang ulo naman nito ay gawa sa dermal plate at natatakpan na malalim na fork marks and large pore. Isa pa sa mga karakteristik nito ay may isa siyang malaking pectoral spine sa harap na umaabot pabalik mula sa shoulder girdle at ang isang dorsal spine na matatagpuan sa harap naman ng median fin sa may likod ng ulo na nagbibigay sa isdang ito upang maging kamukha siya ng pating. So may pagkakahawig siya sa pating. So Holoptychus is an extinct genus from the order of Porollephiform louvin fish extant from 416 to 359 MA. It was a streamline predator about 50 cm to 20 inches long. Thought it could grow up to 2.5 meter, which fed on the other bony fish. So, ang Holoptychus naman ay ito ay may karaniwang sukat na umaabot na 50 cm to 20 inches ang haba. Nabuhay naman ito mahigit 416 hanggang 359 million years ago na nakalipas. Meron siyang bilog na kaliskis kung mapapansin ninyo na kung saan ito ay senyales na siya ay isang mabilis na isda. So yung pagiging mabilis niya ay nagagamit siya sa panguhuli ng biktima or yung panguhuli ng kanyang makakain. Natagpuan ang fossils ng Holoptychus sa Mississippian of United Kingdom and the Devonian of Belgium. Pictodontids. So, ang Pictodontids ay sila ay yung namuhay mula sa simula ng Devonian period hanggang sa katapusan nito. Dahil sa malaki nilang ulo, malaking mata at mahabang katawan, Ang mga phyctodontids ay may pagkakahawig sa modern Chimeria na kung tawagin ay Holocephali. So yung Holocephali ay mas kilala bilang mga cartilaginous fish na related to the shark and ray. Ang sukat naman nito ay nasa 20 cm ang haba. Yun lang. Petalicida. The Petalicida was an order of small flattened placoderm that existed from the beginning of the Devonian to the late Devonian. So sila ay kinilala bilang flayed fin fish na maraming tubercles na nagde-decorate sa lahat ng mga plates nila at sa kaliskis ng kanilang mga katawan. Ito naman ay malapad, kung makikita niyo sa picture. Ito ay malapad na isda at walang kasiguraduhan kung ano pa naman ang kinakain nito. Sila ay nabuhay noong early Devonian at karaniwan silang matatagpuan sa Europe, especially in Germany, North America, Asia, South America, and Australia. Karamihan ng kaliskis dito ay may parang armor sa tigas. So, sila Cognatus ay isang amphibious lobe-fin fish na nabuhay mula noong 398 to 360 million years ago na nakalilipas. Sila ay kinilala dahil sa malalaking tatlong butas o fossae sa labas ng kanilang mas mahabang panga na may sensory function. Ito ay may haba na 1 to 2 centimeters at napakapinong ulo na kung tawagin ay dorsoventrally flattened na hindi higit sa ikalimang bahagi ng haba ng kanilang mga katawan. Ang kanilang buto ay may natatanging structure na kung saan ay may malaking bahagi ng balat na ay matatagpuan dito sa may ibabaw ng matitibay na plate ng buto. Ang buto naman nito ay puno ng fiber. So, Middle Devonian 393 to 383 MA. Cartilaginous fish consisting of shark, ray, and chimeras appeared about 300 MA. So, dito naman is
Hello everyone, my name is Myla A. Kumanan and this is my report. Chirolepis. Chirolepis is an extinct genus of ray-finned fish that live in the Devonian period of Europe and North America. It is the only genus yet known within the family Chirolepidae and the order Chirolepiformes. So yung Chirolepis daw po is kung saan isa siyang species na kabilang sa pinakabisan ng Devonian of ray-finned fish na tinuturing na at unang nagtataglay ng karaniwang dermal cranial bones. So yung cranial bones is tinatawag na yung bungo nito. Ayun, yung isa siyang uri ng isda na makikita sa freshwater. And then, may haba siya na 22 inches and then yung laki niya is nasa 55 centimeters bis lamang sa mga mata nito. So, and then yung Chirolepis natatagpuan lamang sa Europe and then sa North America. Second is Cocostus. Cocostus is an extinct genus of Anthropoid placoderm from Devonian period. Its fossils have been found throughout Europe and North America. The majority of these have been found in freshwater sediments, though such a large range suggests and they may have been able to enter salt water. So yung Cocostus naman ay isa itong buto-buto nito ay isang extinct na genus ng Anthropoid placoderm. Ayun nga, yung mga placoderm is isang uri ng species kung saan ito lamang ay parang mga wild ganun. And then karamihan nito is yung fossils mas matatagpuan sa freshwater sediment or sa tubig tabang. And then ayun yung but pwede din sila pumakapasok sa sa tubig alat. Ayun. Then ang laki niya is nasa 40 cm and then yung haba niya is nasa 16 inches. Ito yung uri ng species na tulad ng lahat ng ibang pantodires ay may kasukasuan sa pagitan ng katawan at bungo. Botrylipes. Botrylipes was a widespread, abundant, and diverse genus of Antarctic placoderms that lived during the Middle to Late Devonian period of the Paleozoic era. Historically, Vitrolipis resided in an array of paleo-environments spread across every paleocontinent, including nearshore marine and freshwater settings. So, yung Vitrolipis po is siya yung species na pinakamatunggumpay na genus ng anti-arc placoderms. And then siya din yung pinakamatagumpay na species sa buong kontinente na nanirahan sa Middle to Late Devonian period nung Paleozoic era. Pwede din siyang kumalat sa gitna. Kasi sa 100 na species is pwede siyang kumalat kahit saan. Like sa gitna ng Late to Devonian strata sa bawat kontinente. Malapit lang siya sa marine and freshwater setting. Petriospida. The Petriospida are a small group of extinct armadillos fishes with tremendous nose-like rostrums which live in the marine deltic environments of Middle Devonian, Australia. Yung Petriospida po is isang uri ng species na may hallucinogenic shield. Ito ay isang klase na naglalaman ng dalawang kakaibang species na may armored jaw fish, listfish. At ayun, makikita sa pictures, may malalaki silang ilong. Tawag dito ay isang rostrum. Rostrum na yung species na may katulad ng rostrum. Sila po is naninirahan sa mga estero sa paligid ng 300 siyam na po sa loob ng million years ago. Naninirahan din po sila sa marine and then sa deltic environment na matatagpuan sa middle ng Devonian, Australia. Next topic, Late Devonian extinction. Late Devonian extinction to 375 to 360 million years ago, a prolonged series of extinctions eliminated about 19% of all families, 50% of all genera, and 70% naman po of all species. This extinction even lasted perhaps as long as 20 million years ago, and there is evidence for a series of extinction pulses within this period. Ayan, sa late Devonian extinction naman, sa loob ng 375 to 360 million years ago, meron silang extinctions na inalis or eliminate ng about 19% of all families. And then, may 50% din of all genera. And 70% of all species. So, yung extinctions, na tinatawag is, ito yung pinakamatagal o pinakamahaba na serye ng pagkalipol. Sila yung may mga pinakamatagal o pinakamahabang falls within this period. Mga around 20 million years ago. Cladocelaceae. Cladocelaceae is an extinct genus of shark-like condytion from the late Devonian of North America. It was similar in body shape to modern lamnid sharks but was not closely related to lamnids or to any other modern shark. Yung Cladocelaceae naman is isa siyang extinct genus na shark-like condytion na matatagpuan lamang sa panahon ng late Devonian or North America. Ayun. And then, itong uri ng species is, di siya related sa lamnids or kahit anong species or anong modern shark. Ganun. So, lumalaki lamang ito hanggang 6 feet, and then may 1.8 na haba. Na may ano siya, meron din siyang may anatomical features na katulad ng modernong mackerel shark. Dipterus. Dipterus is an extinct genus of lungfish from the Middle Devonian period of Europe and North America. In most respects, Dipterus, which was about 35 centimeters long, closely resembled modern lungfish. Like its ancestor Dipnerarctos, it had tooth-like plates on its palate instead of real teeth. Ayan, yung Dipterus po is isang extinct genus din, katulad ng mga nabanggit ko. And then, ayan, isang species na lang fish from the middle of Devonian period sa Europe and North America. Ayan, para maging respect lang sa kanila, yung Dipterus po is which was about 35 yung haba niya, and then it's look like a modern lungfish. Dunkleustus. Dunkleustus is an extinct genus of large anthrodire jointed neck fish that existed during the late Devonian period about 382 to 358 million years ago. So yung Dunkleustus naman po is isa din siyang extinct genus na may haba na like siya anthrodire, and then yun makikita niyo sa parang may jointed neck siya. But nag-exist siya during late Devonian period about 382 to 358 million years ago. Titanthes is an extinct genus of giant aberrant marine placoderm from shallow seas of the late Devonian of Morocco, eastern North America, and possibly Europe. Many of these species approach Dunkleustus in size and build. Ayun, yung Titanthes naman is isa din siyang species na may extinct genus of giant aberrant marine placoderm. Yung mga nabanggit ko pong mga species is lahat po sila placoderm. And itong Titanthes naman is naninirahan siya sa late ng Devonian of Morocco, eastern North America, and ayun, may posibilidad din na pumasok siya ng Europe. So, sa lahat ng species, siya, yung Titanthes is it looks like Dunkleustus. Lalo na kapag sa haba and then sa mga galaw-galaw nito. Yun.
Mother pieces, motherfish. Mother pieces would have been about 11 inches, 28 centimeters long, and had powerful crushing tooth plates to grind up its prey, possibly hard, shield, and turbitates like clams or corals. Hyaneria. Hyaneria was the largest fish, estimated around 2.5 to 3 meters, 8.2 to 9.8 in a total length. Hyaneria is belonged to a successful group of Tetrapodomous species known as Straticops Rhizodonts, meaning root tooth. The diet Rhizodonts, it included medium-sized fish tetrapods. Has been proposed that Rhizodonts long at a terrestrial, shore-bound day, just like a modern-day crocodile. Rhizodont is an extinct genus of Rhizodont of branch of Sautergy, the bony vertebrate clade that also include tetrapods. Coniferous, 359 to 299 ma, underwent a major evolutionary radiation during the Carboniferous. It is believed that this evolutionary radiation occurred because the decline of the placoderms at the end of the Devonian period caused many environmental to become unoccupied and allowed new organisms to evolve and fill these niches. The Carboniferous period is famous for its vast swamp forests, such on the one defected here produced the coal from which the term of Carboniferous or carbon-bearing is derived. Tentacanthae, Amble shark. The family is Tentacanthae, which possesses a flat brush like a dorsal fin with a patch of denticles on its top. Stentacanthes, unusual fin may have been used in mating rituals apart from the fins. Stentacanthae resemble Falcatus. The Stentacanthes is an extinct genus of shark-like holocephalians which live from the late Devonian to late Carboniferous epoch, dying around 298.9 million years ago. Fossils have been found in Australia, East Asia, Europe, and North America. Falcatus. Falcatus is a genus of small cladodan, toothed cartilaginous species that live 335 to 318 ma. They were about 25 to 30 centimeter, 10 to 12 inches long. The Falcatus foot-long extinct shark Falcatus lived during the early Carboniferous period around 325 million years ago. The species known for fossil in the Bear Gulch Formation of the Montana was very common in the ancient sea that once covered the area. Balancea. Balancea is a genus extinct petalontid cartilaginous that lived during the lower Carboniferous about 350 million years ago. Its fossils are found in the Bear Gulch limestone lardge. The Balancea, its body was lip-shaped with a muscular fins and a small tail. Such a body plan would allow for great, but at the cost of speedy cruising, is a few large triangular teeth form a beak-like arrangement that follow it to graze sponge, crinoids, and other encrusting animals. Aridus. Aridus is a cartilaginous fish of the Carboniferous, a genus family Orodontidae that lived into the early Permian from 303 to 295 ma. It grew to 2 meter 6.5 feet in length. Horridus is an extinct shark genus based on the incomplete skeleton, which indicate a large animal relative to the size of its teeth. Chondranchales. Chondranchales is an extinct genus of cartilaginous fish from the Carboniferous period. It had an elongate, eel-like body. Chondranchales is a holocephalian and distant relative of modern threadfish. Chondranchales is earliest member of the Holocephali, known from the complete skeleton, relatively medium-sized fish with a body up to 8 cm, 0.59 feet in length. It had a dorsal fin which was indeed long and a body which tapered to a point.
Edestos is a genus of the extinct Eugenodontidae order, a group of cartilaginous fishes that is related with modern camerids, ratfishes. In Edestos, both the upper and lower jaws form a tooth whorl. Some species of Edestos could reach body length of 6.7 meter or 22 feet. So, ang Edestos daw po ay umabot ng 22 feet or 6.7 meter. Tapos, ang kanya pong bibig ay parang gunting. Yun. Permian 298 to 252 MA. Permian period in geologic time, the last period of the Paleozoic era. The Permian period began 298.9 million years ago and ended 252.2 million years ago, extending from the close of the Carboniferous period to the outset of the Triassic period. Helicoprions arguably the most iconic genus of the extinct Eugenodontidae. This order of cartilaginous fishes is related with extant camerids, ratfishes. Species of could reach between 5 and 8 meters, 16.5 and 26 feet in size. So ito pong Helicoprions, mas malaki po siya sa isang fish na mas malaki po siya ng 4 feet. Ang ganun po. Tapos ang bunga nga po niya ay para po siyang saw. That's yung what we call like parang grinder ang bunga niya. Tapos matalas po ang ngipin niya. Malaki po siya. Next. Triodosis, a genus of cartilaginous fish. The order of Senacantilla existed during the Carboniferous to Triassic period and is well known from many complete skeleton from the early Permian. So para po siyang eel na meron po siyang scale sa paligid. Yun po. Palatinectes. Megalithioids are in extinct family of lobewing fish. Palatinectes from the early Permian of Germany was one of the last survivor of this clade. So this fish is like tawag dito, like what we call that para siya po siyang Chondrochelys. Para po siyang ganong isda. Parang similarities lang. Pero, hindi! Mali! Para po siyang igat. Ayun. Next, Acrolepis. Acrolepis is a genus of Palaeoniscoid ray finned fish that existed during the Carboniferous to Triassic period. Acrolepis had a heterocal tail from a fused fin and fusiform body. Ito naman po ay similarities po ng ng parang dalag po. Tapos, yeah, that's all. Triassic period. Triassic 252 to 201 MA. The fish is fauna of the early Triassic was remarkably uniform, reflecting the fact that the surviving families dispersed globally after the Permian Triassic extinction. A considerable radiation of ray finned fish occurred during the Triassic, laying the foundation for many modern fishes. Phoreia. The Middle Triassic Phoreia, along with Thysinophomis, is one of the earliest known member of the family Latimeridae, which also includes the extant coelacanth Latimeria. Ito naman po ay parang islang pala yun, yung malaki po siya na mataba na plat, para po siyang ganun. Para siyang pla-pla. Saurichtiformes. Saurichtiformes are extinct clade ray fish that evolved shortly before the Permian-Triassic extinction and that rapidly diversified after the event. The Triassic genus Saurichtis comprises over 50 species, some reaching up to 1.5 meters. Portion is 4.9 meter in length. Ito naman po ay para po siyang dilis na may mas malaking huso naman po. Parang pinagsamang dilis na na dinosaur. Ayun po. Thanks.
Morning, is General San Antonio, and my report is evolution. Okay, let's start.
Perlodus. Perlodus was a rapine fish from the Middle Triassic, about 15 centimeters 6 in length. It was a marine predator fish with jaws that hung vertically under the brain cells, following them to open wide. Dito po yung Perlodus is natatagpuan ito noong Middle Triassic of Italy, Switzerland, and China. And tumahaba ito ng 15 centimeters long, some variation between species, and relative din po ito sa small marine fish during the Middle Triassic period. Robustusis is a Middle Triassic ionoscopiform rapine fish. They belong to the clade Halcomorphi, which were once diverse during the Mesozoic era but which are today represented by only a single species. Dito daw po, nag-iisa na lang siyang species ng bovine. And yung Middle Triassic period, and naninirahan ito during late Triassic period around 210 to 205 million years ago. And ito rin yung representative ng China noong Middle Triassic na pinakamalaki. And umahaba siya ng around 30 to 15 centimeters, approximately 12 to 20 inches. Semionotiforms are an extinct order of holocene rapine fish that existed from during the Mesozoic era. They were characterized by thick scales and specialized jaws. Ito po is 150 million years ago, at the beginning of the Triassic period, to about 66 million years ago. And natatagpuan ito sa both freshwater and marine environments. And nakikita rin ito sa Europe, North America, South America, Asia, and China. Jurassic period. Jurassic periods 201 145 MA. During the Jurassic period, the primary vertebrates living in the sea were fish and marine reptiles. The latter include ichthyosaurs, who were at the peak of their diversity. Plesiosaurs, plesiosaurs, and marine crocodiles of the family Teleosauridae, and the Metriochilidae. Numerous turtles could be found in lakes and rivers. Dito daw po sa Jurassic period, dito yung klima niya is much warmer than sa klima ngayon. Tapos dito puros reptiles and naninirahan. So yung marine fish dito is considered pa lang na marine reptile, hindi siya totally fish. And dito rin yung nagmula yung mga dinosaur at ito sa Jurassic period. Pachycormiforms are an extinct order of rapine fish that existed from the early Jurassic to the KPG extinction below. Kita nyo naman po sa picture. Mas malaki pa sa tao itong Pachyformiforms. And mahaba din na medium-sized species around 40 to 111 centimeters. Natatagpuan dito sa Germany and England. And extinct order din ito ng marine rainfish. In cities is a part of a lineage of large-sized filter feeders that swam the Mesozoic seas for over 100 million years from the Middle Jurassic until the end of Cretaceous period in 2003. A fossil specimen to 22 meters to 72 meters long was unearthed. Ito daw po is ang haba niya ay kumulang na 90 feet long, approaching the size of a blue whale. Laking laki siya ng blue whale. And record din ito noong 165 million years ago in Europe and South America. And at least 6.5 meters in length, I might have weight 45 metric, which means it was larger. Napakalaki niyan. Makikita nyo naman sa picture pa lang. Paano pa kaya pag sa personal? Dectidae. The family fish biters was a family of marine Antinoptergian fish. They first appeared 156 MA during the late Jurassic and disappeared during the KPG extinction event 66 MA. Most Incheodectes range between 1 and 5 meters, 3.5 and 16.5 feet in length. Although taxa were predators feeding on smaller fish, in several cases, larger Ichthyodectidae prey on smaller members of the family. Dito daw natatagpuan ito sa Morocco and Upper Cretaceous deposit. Kumulang siya ng around 90 million years ago. Incheodectes was a predator and kumakain siya ng maliliit na isda. Natagpuan ito noong Calcareous concretion and quality of 10 varies based on preparation. Kita nyo naman na may iba-iba siyang species na isda. At bilang siya isa. Cretaceous period. Dito po is nagsimula siya ng 145 million na taon nang nakalipas at natapos ito ng 66 million na taon na ang nakalipas sa pagkalipol ng mga dinosaur maliban sa mga ibon. Lahat ng sa Cretaceous period, dito is yung ibon, lahat ay dinosaur. Sa epekto ng asteroid. And facts about sa Cretaceous period. Yung dito daw po yung nagtapos yung parang sumibol yung mga flower na for the first time na nangyari yun nung Cretaceous period. And mga dinosaur ay naninirahan dito sa Earth natin. And ang pagtatapos nito is tumama yung asteroid sa ating planeta sa Earth, sa Yucatan Peninsula, Mexico, na bumubuo at
Sturgeons. True sturgeons appear in the fossils record during the Upper Cretaceous. Since that time, sturgeons have undergone remarkably little morphological change, indicate their evolution has been exceptionally slow and earning them information status as living fossils. Ang sturgeons po daw ay nag-exist noong 174 to 201 million years ago. tapos umaba po siya ng 5 to 7 feet. Cretosirena. Cretosirena mentally was a large shark that lived about 100 to 82 million years ago during the mid-Cretaceous period. It is commonly known as the Jinshu shark. This shark was first identified by a famous Swiss naturalist, Louis Agassiz, in 1843 as Cretosirena mentally. Charles Babbage, the specimen Oriana mentally. This specimen represent a 20-foot long, 6.1 meter shark. Siya po ay isang malaking pating. Noon po ay nakikita po siya sa Western Interior Seaway at ang bilis po niya ay umaabot sa 70 km/h. Pangatlo po siya sa pinakamalaking pating sa buong mundo. Enchidos. Enchidos is an extinct genus bonyfish. It flourished during the Upper Cretaceous and was small to medium in size. This fang, along with a long, sleek body and large eyes, suggests Enchidos was a predator species. Ang extinct genus ng bonyfish ay nabubuhay sa North Africa. Humigit kumulang ng 65 milyong taon ang nakakalipas noong Cretaceous period. Cypactonus. Cypactonus is an extinct genus of large predator marine bonyfish of the late Cretaceous. They grow more than 4.5 meters, 15 feet long. Ang Cypactonus po daw ay isang malaking extinct na genus na malaking marine bonyfish na nabubuhay po noong huling Albian hanggang sa huling bahagi po ng Maastrichtian. Ptychidas. Ptychidas is a genus of extinct shark, previously considered as the Hybodontiformes, but later defined that lived from the late Cretaceous to the Pelagon. Ptychidas form picture was about 32 feet, 9.8 meters long, as was unearthed in Kansas, United States. Ptychidas. Ang Ptychidas po daw ay namataan noong 85 milyong taon ang nakakalipas. Ang Ptychidas ay isang malaking pating na dating tinayang 10 metro. Cenozoic era. 66 MA to present. The current era has six great diversification of bony fish. Over half of all living vertebrate species, about 32,000 species, are fish, not tetrapod. Cretaceous, a diverse set of lineages that inhabit all of the world aquatic ecosystem, from snow minor cypriniforms in Himalayan plains at elevation over 4,600 meters, 15,100 feet, to flatfish order Pleuronyctiformes in the Challenger Deep. The deepest ocean stretch at about 11,000 meters, 36,000 feet. Fish of myriad varieties are the main predator in most of the world's water bodies, both freshwater and marine. Ang Cenozoic ay ang kasalukuyang geological na panahon ng Earth na kumakatawan sa huling 66 milyong taon ng kasaysayan ng Earth. Ito ay nilalarawan ng pamamagitan ng pangingibabaw ng mga mammal, ibon at namumulaklak na halaman. Ito ang pinakabago sa tatlong geolohikal na panahon na nauuna sa Mesozoic at Paleozoic. Nagsisimula ang Cenozoic sa Cretaceous Pelagon extinction event ng Maraming mga species kabilang na ang mga taong avoid dinosaur ay nawala sa isang kaganapan na inuugnay ng karamihan sa mga eksperto sa epekto ng isang malaking asteroid o iba pang celestial body ang Chicxulub impactor. Amphictyum. Amphictyum is a 50 million years old fossil fish that has been identified as an early relative of the flatfish and as a transitional fossil. Ang Amphictyum po daw ay nabubuhay po sila ng 56 milyong taon nakakalipas. Ang sabi-sabi po daw dito ay meron po daw itong isang fossils at ang species na ito ay extinct at hindi pa alam kung kailan. Autodos. Megalodon. Megalodon is an extinct species of shark that live about 28 to 1.5 ma. It looks much like stocky version of the great white shark but was much larger with estimated length reaching up to 20.3 meters, 67 feet. Ang megalodon po daw ay nangangahulugan na malaking ngipin. Ito po ay isang extinct na species na mackerel shark na nabubuhay humigit kumulang ng 23 hanggang 3.6 milyong taon. Ito po daw ay kinilala ng miyembro ng pamilyang Labnidae at kamag-anak ng great white shark. Post-Devonian. During the Carboniferous period, fish diversity seemingly declined, reaching low levels during the Permian period. The Mesozoic era began about 252 million years ago in the wake of the Permian-Triassic event, the greatest mass extinction in the Earth's history, and ended about 66 million years ago with the Cretaceous Pelagon extinction event, another mass extinction that killed off an avian dinosaur as well as other plant and animal species. It is often referred to as age of reptiles. About reptiles were the dominant vertebrate of the time. The Mesozoic witnessed the gradual shifting of the supercontinent Pangaean into separate landmass. The climate alternated between the warming and the cooling period. Overall, the Earth was hotter than it is today. Alternate between the warming and cooling period. Overall, the Earth was hotter than it is today. Bony fish remain largely unaffected by the Permian-Triassic extinction event. The Mesozoic saw the diversification of Neoprachian fishes, the clade that consisted of holocene and telos fish. Most of them below were small in size. Diversity of bony fish, bony shape, variety in Triassic, Jurassic, and early Cretaceous Neotrachian fish has been documented. highlighting that the accumulation of novel body shape in thylacine fish was predominantly gradual through this 150 million years period. 250 MYA, 100 MYA. Holocene fish appear to accumulate body shape variety, so-called disparity between the early Triassic and Eocene, after which the amount of variety seems along their body shape remained stable until the end of the early Cretaceous. Kasama sa suliranin, ang Devonian period ay tinatawag na panahon ng mga isda. Gayunpaman, nakakaranas din ng malalaking pagbabago sa Devonian ang halaman, invertebrate at iba pang Devonian ang halaman, invertebrate at iba pang vertebrate lifeforms. Halimbawa, ang mga halaman sa lupa ay nagsisimula magpakita ng mahusay na pagkakaiba. Bukod pa rito, lumilitaw ang mga unang kagubatan at nabubuo ang mga unang buto at lupa na nagpapahintulot sa mga halaman na magparami sa tuyong lupa. Ang pinakamatandang fossils ng mga insekto ay gagamba ay napaka ng panahon hanggang sa panahon ito. Ang mga unang predator, mga ninuno ng mga vertebrate na naninirahan sa lupa ay unang lumitaw sa panahon ng Devonian. Nagtapos ang Devonian sa isang malawakang pagkalipol.